Have you read Joshua 14? How patient are you? How is your perseverance? I want you to listen to the story of a man whose question of when was finally answered. It wasn't a question of if, it was simply when. This man's name was Caleb, a name that ought to sound familiar to you. Here we are in Joshua chapter 14, verses 7 through 12, and this is Caleb speaking. I was 40 years old when Moses, the Lord's servant, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to scout the land. And I brought back an honest report. My brothers who went with me caused the people to lose heart, but I followed the Lord my God completely. On that day, Moses swore to me, the land where you have set foot will be an inheritance for you and your descendants forever, because you have followed the Lord my God completely. As you see, the Lord has kept me alive these 45 years as he promised, since the Lord spoke this word to Moses while Israel was journeying in the wilderness. Here I am today, 85 years old. I am still as strong today as I was the day Moses sent me out. My strength for battle and for daily task is now as it was then. Now give me this hill country the Lord promised me on that day, because you heard then that the Anakim are there, as well as large fortified cities. Perhaps the Lord will be with me and will drive them out as the Lord promised. So 45 years ago, Caleb walked the land he now was looking at. He recognized the land he had walked, and he remembers the promise given. Would you recognize a place you had been to once 45 years ago? Would you remember the words spoken by your leader that long ago? Caleb did. From everything I've read here, I honestly believe he expected to one day stand in this very spot. That is not only patience and perseverance, it is also a message of faith. God spoke it and he believed it. God worked on his time and according to his plan. Through all of the wandering, all of the battles, and all of the years, Caleb knew God would keep his word. Think about that. Let's have that kind of faith, that kind of patience, that kind of perseverance that what God says is going to come to pass. Keep reading, encourage others to read, and expect to find more gems to help us live like Jesus. Thank you.